Vishal, at Secondmind, you're combining adaptable AI models to predict the impact of so-called black swan events. Black swan events are events that are catastrophic, that have an impact across all aspects of society. What is Secondmind doing to predict these impacts?
So we are working with some of the biggest supply chain companies in the world to really understand the likely kind of outcomes and scenarios, how they're likely to unfold in case of a black swan event, and be able to build a digital twin so that we are able to simulate the multiple outcomes. So as those scenarios do unfold, we are able to make up-to-date decisions to ensure that we have as much resilience as possible built into the supply chain. So I think synthetic data obviously is key, because fortunately black swan events don't happen very often. And the other bit has been key, and our technology breakthroughs is being able to do those predictions and forecasts with very small amount of data. So we're not talking about millions of data points, we're talking about tens or hundreds of data points that we have to do these forecasts.
So what is the best application of the technology that's already deployed?
We've gone live with a few of our supply chain customers. Some of them include companies like CUNY and Nagel, where the demand planners have been using the technology to forecast space demand on ships as the COVID scenario has been unfolding, that over the next few weeks and months, how much capacity they should hedge. One of the cases where we were working with a very large company that manages pallets, and they were able to improve their efficiency of the pallet collections by over 50% during this time.
Where does human expertise fit in then to the picture?
It's a very good question. So I'll give you an example. So say you have a situation that a major part of the port in which you're working here in the UK has a software outage. Now, there's no previous data on when this software outage would occur, but you have actual people working on the port who've been there for 10, 20, 30 years, who can actually kind of tell you that, okay, so-and-so system is not working. The situation on the ground is going to move like this based on my experience, and I'm able to update the forecast based on human intuition, right? Because the news cycles will catch up much later. The service people who come to fix those servers will catch up much later.
How do you calculate return?
What we are able to do when we go in at the first instance to our sort of customers, so we do a typical a pilot by which we are able to create a very basic version of the digital twin that really takes into account the key infrastructure elements that they have. We're able to run the simulation with them using their experts and show the potential benefit. And that typically takes about 3 months. And till date, we've had about 100% success on that. And I'm surprised that when people see that simulation, how open they are to actually talk about their problems.